back. As you can see, more gutting, soon to be another toy shelf. Anyway, everybody got to see the Faust, Love of the Damned overview of book one. Hopefully, if you haven't, go back and watch it. I interviewed Tim Vigil. He is the artist of Faust. That's up on here too. Go listen to it. Faust is so cool. I mean, come on. We got to go through Love of the Damned, Act 2. Don't worry. The story continues. It's a very, like I said, we're going to have to go through this issue by issue because it's not a typical book, where here's what's going on. Here's these characters, issue 2. Here's the rest of these characters, issue 3. Here's our origin. No. This is all progressing, it's unfolding for the first time. It's a non-linear book. It's very good. This one is dealing with the aftermath of all the people he killed. Jade now realizes that that's her former psycho patient as well as lover. We'll get into that deeper, trust me. There's 15 issues. None of them are cheap. The last 4 are near impossible to get. You can probably find 12 at a high price. 13, 14, 15, good luck. We're going to go through them. I encourage you to try to pick these up. They're out in the wild, but truthfully, the wild, you got to use the internet. A lot of comic shops locally, unless you have something that's specialized in that, they probably don't have any left. But we're going to go through now Act 2 of Faust, Love of the Damned. All right, everybody liked part 1. Well, the few people that watched it. So we got to get these views up. But here is Faust, Love of the Damned, Act 2. I'm going to tell you before I crack this open, adult content. Be forewarned, people. And this time I actually have multiple prints of this, so I don't have to bust out the first print like I did of the first issue. It's a fold around cover. Excuse me, as you can see, this was a censored one. A lot of these were censored. This is the 4th printing. Now, as you remember last time, the Faust, John Jaspers, we know he is now, slaughtered all them people when they were going after the woman he loved. And here he is, he talks to himself a lot. He's right here, and he said, I love this artwork. Tim Vigil, I was able to interview Tim Vigil. It is up on the channel. Please listen to it, learn all about the Faust. He's pretty crazy here. He's talking to a gargoyle on top of a roof. He thinks it's his brother. He doesn't know if he's taken enough blood or, it's taken enough or not enough. We're going to cut here. Now, the things written by the reporter are going to be in cursive. And here we go to Jade. She's just freaked out. He's alive. He's alive. He should be dead, blah, blah, blah. And, he's sitting there as he's, trying to figure out the story he's going to write. He's telling her, the cops are coming. We should really get out of here. There's nothing but dead bodies. And, she's just talking about how he could do it with his hands, his bare hands. He killed all these people with his claws and the same hands that caressed her body. And, now we cut up to there and it's just insane. Faust is really, John, whatever you want to call him, is going absolutely batshit crazy. Singing Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, just talking inside his cape, thinking about, you start to get a little bit of the background now. Maybe, did he sell his soul to the devil? There's the Bible, Satanism. What did he do? Is he a toy? Is he a weapon? All of that eventually gets revealed. And, like he's saying, he doesn't know what love is. The closest thing he ever had to love was her. We cut back to Jade, and she's, she's basically freaked out now because the man she thought was dead, she can tell is now some kind of soulless killer with claws who just murdered all these people. She's got a reporter here basically trying to hit on her, but he doesn't know what to do. He's got a story, but he doesn't really know what he's got, and she even tells him, she's like, that was my patient and former lover because, he was a loony. And the cops show up. And they're not overly happy. Now, as we go through all this, and the cops, and a lot of these cops are crooked, but there's a pirate radio station that apparently everyone knows about. It is a Radio Free Manhattan. And this is our host, and she says there's a new child out there, and he's being real, real bad. He likes to talk to things. He likes to make corpses out of his enemies. She just doesn't know what's going on, but she's the new kid in town, and she plays a request, a song. She's like, M wants you, dead boy. You got the big man sweating. The first time since his Senate proposed legalization of heroin and cocaine. Does your memory serve? So, she's eating her pizza, but she's now playing nonstop a song here. RCA, Are You Lonesome Tonight? It's from M to the new kid in town. Faust is still kind of wandering around now. Some thugs kind of come, but he sees people, as you can tell, kind of sees them as demons, and he's a little too tired to kill, so he just cuts off their pants, walks away. Here they're being interviewed by the police, and finally it's like, look, we didn't do nothing. Charge us or let us go. To hell with you. So they leave. They're heading home, and our favorite reporter here, well, he's our only reporter, he leaves a bad tip, but he goes into Jade's house, and he notices this painting. She said a friend did it. We can kind of tell it's Jasper's. Here's where it gets odd. He is in, one can assume, his old loft. She is. Here's where it gets a little graphic now. She's taking a bath, and she's masturbating. She's just thinking about all the time she was with him, while he is thinking about all the times he was with her. That cuts. Now we've got the head of the police there. He wants to know what the hell's going on. All these people were murdered. Is this some superhero? And now we meet M. And we meet M's wife. There she is. She is a little weird. And, they're telling him, hey, they're playing your request all night. And as they're playing it, there's a guy here that he's been stealing heroin from M. And now he thinks, hey, I'm getting off on this. I'm stealing from him. I'm having sex with this woman. So she pokes his eyes out, slashes his throat, damn near cuts it off, pretty much bathes in blood. That is Claire. It's our first appearance of Claire. That is M's wife, fellow demon. And now, our police detective, the captain here, he's, they're asking him, why is this radio station keep playing something from M to the new kid in town? He says, well, he knows he doesn't like that kind of music. It's a sick joke. And it must mean something to the mystery man. They don't know who he is yet. And as we learn that, the door to the diner opens. There's Jade. And she says, hello, John. I thought you were dead. And there is the Faust, John Jaspers. Are you lonesome tonight? That was issue 2. Little preview there. A Leatherface comic that was out back in the day. Yep, at North Star Publishing. This was adult book. This is Faust. Love of the Damned, Act 2. That was so good. I really liked that. I love the art. I love the grittiness. You can see it is a very adult book. It's not as blood-soaked as that first issue. Had some blood, when you get introduced to Claire, of course, she's having sex, slitting throats, bathing in blood. Is Claire a demon? What kind of crime boss is M? What's M got to do with the Faust? John Jaspers. How is John Jaspers thought dead, but now he's killing people with claws? Why would a psychiatrist have sex with their institutionalized patient? And why would the institution in general tell her that her patient is dead? What's going on? Now you got to be patient, because it's not like when we do issue 3, you're going to find out everything. We got to go a little ways to go. But like I said, this is Faust Act 2. Love it. Try to get him, working. I'm not, but I know if you listen to the interview, Mr. Vigil and the writer, David Quinn, they are working on getting a collected edition that I'm going to encourage everybody to try to get. If you love comics, if you love horror, if you like the whole deconstructing superhero theme, this is the book for you. As you can see, it's not for the kids. It's a graphic book, but it is a good book. I want you to tell me what you think of the Faust, and did you like the Faust movie? Have you seen that Faust movie? It's pretty good. Now, the Faust movie, that kind of covers issues 1 through 11? Because that was, I think, all that was out at the time. Mr. Vigil did confirm that. So, different ending. There's a prequel, too. There's a sequel. Lots of stuff to get into. That was, once again, Act 2. I'd like you to hit the like button. I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, spread the word. But we'll be back soon with part 3. But we got something pretty neat tomorrow, yet slightly different.